So I'll get back to this. Okay, so what I did for you, just one moment. Okay, just one moment. Okay, so guys, um, you will find you every one of you has a folder where they should update weekly with the files I required. Okay, Alex, I see that you didn't do your update on Monday. Okay, so this is why I already discussed this with everybody. I think Catalina, I didn't discuss this with you because I didn't see any update on you, but we will talk after that. So you all have here the folder where you make the weekly update. Now you will find there two more files. Session reviews. Open. What you will have here, it's a template on how you will make a session review. Okay, and I was hoping that I will have time to do live here with you by opening some hands in Holder Manager, but we don't have that time. But basically, this is all set up. You have to put here a date. Okay, you double click here and it will prompt up with date. You don't have to write it manually. You double click, put the date today. My hand, let's say you had ace king off. Villain head, you put x6, you didn't see his hand. It was a 3-bet pot. Okay, the board was jack 10 4 two-tone. Okay, and the turn was 7. Okay, villain type, you will see put here villain was reg 22 17 3-bet 7, all the information needed for the hand. Okay, depending on how the action was on and what statistics are important. Okay, you can put other things like when to showdown 24, one money at showdown, you put I don't know 50, one when seen flop 45. Okay, may put aggression frequency flop, you can put it flop turn river, you say 34 28 14. Okay, now you put here 3-bet, you can put fold to 3-bet. Okay, you put here he has a fold to 3-bet of 50%, or no, 50%. Okay, now this is the information of your opponent. Okay, now here you put your thought process and the mistakes you think you've made. Okay, so let's say I check, how do I write this, checked back this flop. I am not sure if a c-bet is good here, but we said it was a 3-bet pot. Okay, so maybe first of all you can ask yourself, or you can write here, you can say wait, you can say I think 3-bet is fine pre-flop because villain only folds 50% to 3-bet, so it's a clear value 3-bet. Okay, it's a note. I check back this flop. I'm not sure if a c-bet is good here. Okay, okay, so you check back the flop, hold it turn, just because I don't what to do. Okay, so yeah, this is it. This is the cost. So when you fold, it's harder for you to evaluate how much you lost on a mistake. This is the cost if you made a mistake only. I should put here only if you make a mistake. But be aware, you don't have to only put your mistakes here. You have to, if you evaluate a hand, just put it here. Just make a note on it. It's a process that will work for you in the future. Okay, so you'll put error type if it was an error. Okay, so let's say that it was an error caused by so we have tilt. Okay, error caused by tilt. You understand that? Misreading, I mean you misread the villain's hand, you misread the board, I don't know, you get the point. Tiredness, you were tired and you couldn't think through the hand. You were distracted by Skype or other things. Okay, and darkness, by darkness I mean you simply don't know how to play that spot. Okay, because there are spots that you know how to play, but you don't play as you know, because of tilt, because of tiredness, because of whatever. So darkness is you simply don't know how to play that board. Okay, or that hand or that situation, and you put darkness. I don't know if I was inspired when I wrote this, but this is what I came up with. Error suite is very important to set up which suite was the error made. Okay, flop, pre-flop, flop, turn, river. Okay, let's say here it was a flop mistake, let's say, because you have to see better. I'm just inventing things. Okay, you can put a link to the hand. Now how you can do this, you can go to weak tight, you post the hand, you post your hands there. Let me log in first. Okay, let's look for a hand that I posted here. So I'm doing these things so you know. Post hands. Where are my hands? Okay. Let's take a hand from here. Okay, so you take a hand, you take this link, and you put link to hand. So later on, maybe after 1 week, when you'll get back to make a review of what mistakes you've made, you have the hand, and you have to you have something to relate to. So you click this button here, insert a link. Okay, you just Control V, paste the link. Text, you put hand link, let's say. Okay, and apply, and you will have hand link, and click here and it will open your hand. This is a process that at the beginning will take longer. Okay, until you get used to it, until you know exactly where you have to go, post hand, copy, so on and so on. And what I've learned, okay, here you'll make the things, you'll put things that you learned in that hand, like I know I will write something not related with this hand, but let's say you learn that check call flop, check raise turn, it's not line. Okay, so you've learned that. After a while, when you'll have, after a month, let's say, you'll go through this and see, okay, what things I've learned. You can use these things to better store the information in your mind. You can take this this information. Okay, I've learned this. Okay, now let's put it in my list of my session session goals. Okay, so in my this session I'll focus on this note or that note. Okay, and in time we can see some patterns, we can see some mistakes that are repeating, we can see. Now you will say, so, or yeah, you have flop error, yeah, and we can look and see, oh, you have so many errors on the river. Okay, we need to improve that area. Okay, what are the common mistakes on the river? And you go through here and you say, oh, too much calling on the river. When the villain shows aggression, I call too much on the river. Yeah, that's a mistake, don't do that anymore. And then you move that, what you've learned, you move it to your session goals, and you put it to see it in your session. Not just, Oh, I made a coaching with Claudio, he said to me that I call too much on the river. You will forget that. You make your notes, you install your Evernote, make notes here, make a note that it will be called I don't know, session notes, and put here, and you'll have this as a table. Instead of a table, put this. You will win more from. You can even make it smaller, or you can double click here and it will pop up. Okay, so you have this pop up, like this one is a pop up. Okay, so you put this. You are making it smaller. You write 3 things there, and you put this instead of the table. You put this. You play one less table, but instead of one table, or maybe you should put this in the middle of your screen. Okay, and instead of one table, put this. I guarantee you it will bring you more money this than a table. Okay, just try this. Don't believe me, try it. Try it. Okay, this is unbelievable. If you manage to do this thing, it's simple. You put it, you'll see it here. Okay, it's so simple, and see how things work together. Okay, I made this system. Okay, so you make your review. How do I make my review? Okay, I'll write here. Okay, fuck, damn. Okay, so how do I make my session review? So after the session, or before first session. So after the session, you make the review, or enter before first session of the day, you review your previous day. This is what I'm doing. So today I'm reviewing what I played yesterday. Okay, so how do I do? While I play, I always put check my hands that I want to look over later. Okay, so first one, look over my marked hands. 2, look over my big pots won. 3, look over my 3-bet light out of position hands. Okay, you will find this filter in Holder Manager. We will cover this in a later coaching, but you will have found this filter in quick filters. So Holder Manager, quick filters. 3-bet light out of position. Also, I will look over 3-bet light in position. So when I 3-bet bluff, okay. So this is the basic things to start for you. So you don't have to make big things. Just start small. Even if you look over your mark hands, that's a beginning. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start small. Look over your mark hands, and that's all. It's okay. But over time, you add more hands, and you will see that as you will open Folder Manager, you look over your mark hands, and then you'll get curious. Oh, I wonder how I do in these spots. Okay, let's put this filter, and you will create momentum, and you will do that and that and that, and after that you will be curious about the result of a hand. You will use Equilab. So when you make a session review, use Equilab. Don't forget about Equilab. Use it before asking the coach about one hand. Ask yourself, can I find the answer myself using Equilab, and thinking about the range, and try to do your exercise. And after that, you can check that exercise with a coach. You can post on Skype, hey guys, is it right what range I gave? The range I gave to this guy, it's okay or not? Okay, so based on what I've studied in Equilab, I think this hand it's played well or not. Okay, so you will learn This is what I did in the beginning. I simply spammed the hand evaluation forum on Poker Strategy, spamming 10 15 hands a day. Now Bogdan is here, I mean is here as a coach, right? But he knows better because he evaluated my hands, okay? And I was posting like crazy. I made him a lot of money by posting hands because he had a lot of work with me, okay? So this is how you learn, okay? Look through those blogs I've gave to you, okay? Look through them and see the guys posting hands. The guy is asking, the guy is looking to improve, okay? This is what you need to do. What you will do in private, you will get rewarded in public, okay? Or how it's what you practice in private that you will be rewarded in public, okay? So this is the grind. This is the real grind, okay? Do things in private, work on your game, post hands, take time, waste a lot of time here, okay? Doesn't matter, you waste 1 2 3 hours, okay, waste it. It's better than you I just save you 1 hour a day by telling you those tips about Facebook, about how to use some productivity tips, things. So use that hour for this, okay? So then don't tell me you don't have time. Yes, so it's so obvious right now that if you do all those things, you can't be a losing. I mean, it's normal that you will be a big winning player. Okay, so when you ask about your results, think about how many of these things make sense to you. How many are you doing it? And I think this is obvious why we don't have results. If okay, so make this review. Okay, this session review. So I've told you how to have that session review, okay? And guys, I don't force you to do this. I don't force you to do this, okay? But the deals with everybody, like I said, we will make splits every month, basically, okay? But you know that we have been understanding with you, okay? We've been understanding with you. When you needed money, we gave to you. If you wanted to make a split today, we did it. If tomorrow you made some profit and you wanted another split, we did it. We accepted everything, okay? So you know that I think we were fair play with you, okay? But now the business asks for us to only make one split amount and to have some harsh conditions for you. But we will always take care of you and help you if you need, as long as you do all these things and as long as you play, okay? So let's say that we have to make the splits once a month, okay? I mean, with the staking guys, with the profit sharing coaching guys, we are doing more often, but with the staking guys, so we make the splits once a month, okay? You will need that after one we made the split, and after 1 week you need money, okay? Or after 2 weeks you need some money, okay? You have profit but you need money, okay? We will give it to you as long as I check and you did your homework, okay? You have made your session reviews, you have played, you have worked on your game, you have posted hands, you have come with questions. I want to see that you are interested in this game, and we will be interested in you. Not only that we will help you when you need, but we will invest time in you, because as you see, we make private coaching with the guys that need help, but we will make only with the guys that are investing their time in poker. So we will invest our time, okay? So if you invest your time in doing session review, in working, in asking, and if I see that you are interested, we will be interested in you. We will invest time in you by private coaching, and we will invest money by moving you up in limits. One important key: we won't move anyone up in limits unless they do this, unless they do their session reviews, and unless they are active, unless they come to the coachings constantly. Not every coaching, because everybody has his life, but you have to come to the coaching constantly, okay? And if you come constant to the coachings, if you post hands, if you make session reviews, if I see you are interested, we will invest time and we'll invest money by by moving you up in limits. Otherwise, you will stay at your limit. I don't care. You make profit, that's fine. You don't make profit, okay, that's fine also. But we won't make profit and we won't invest time if you if you are not committed, okay? Beside this, what else you need to do? You will find in your folder where you have to make weekly reports a mental journal. Oh, this is interesting. Mental journal. So what's this? So this is how you will track your performance, okay? So you will write here after each session, okay? After each session. So this is a little work to do after session, but it will take 1 minute. 1 minute. But the results can be big. Okay. Okay, I have first a question from Christy. The file is only for us, or are you going to look at those hands? I mean, in the what I learned column, when are we going to write? Are you going to look over the hands and give us an opinion? The short answer is no. The long answer is now we can't look over everybody's hands one by one. No. We will look when we will make a coaching with you. We will look through what you like. Here is session review March, session review April. When March ends, don't forget to make a copy for April and you will rename it May. Okay, so this will be every month. Okay, you write this 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. Okay, so at the end of so when we will make a coaching or when we will make you a review, we will go through these hands and we'll see what errors do you make usually. You come to us when you I mean when we are making to you a private coaching or a review, you come to us and say, okay, look, I have this hand here, this hand here, this hand here, this hand here, because many of the hands you should already come with an answer by yourself. You put the hand here, you find your answer by yourself, you ask us on Skype, and after you find the answer, you came here and put what I've learned. Okay, so when you will fill up what I've learned, when you learn something, obvious. Okay, this is a little work to do for your part, because after you made the session review, after that you will have to go back to this on and on and on. Go back. Be curious about your game. Okay, be curious how can I improve, how can I find more mistakes. Okay, come here to look what is repeating, okay, let's work on this. Like I read on Illibeck blogs, one of the blogs that I've shown you earlier, and he said one time he said that I'm always thinking about poker. I'm going with the bus and I'm thinking, how would I play ace king in that spot? I'm thinking about my hands. I put at night to play thinking about being anxious to wake up in the morning and work on my game. So he developed this hungry of studying. But his focus was different, right? He was focusing on study, not focusing on money, not focusing, oh hi, let's make money, let's play 10 tables, let's make money. No, he was focusing, let's improve my game, This is so one Romanian engineer who is the head of the subway in New York. So he runs all the New York subways. Not that he's the driver. He's the director, and he was giving an interview to a Romanian news post. So he said, if someone asks me how do they get to success quickly, my answer is slow. Okay, so getting back to the mental journal. Okay, every day after each session, let's say you just played 1.5 hours, one session of 1.5 hours. Okay, you have to analyze your mental game, okay, your performance. Okay, this is not related necessarily of how well you played the hands, but how well you were able to bring up your A game, because this is what we've started with. We said that you have to be able to bring your A game to the table more often. So this is the question to ask: what game have I played today? Okay, so if you decide that that 1.5 hour was A game, you will put here A game. But how you decide that that was A game? How you decide that? Well, you have see here, this is for A game. A game starters. So you will only note one session as A game if you did review for previous day session. Only if you did review. You always have to have a previous session or day. Or let's say you make reviews after each session, okay? And you just finish today playing, and tomorrow you want to start again playing. You won't start playing again tomorrow unless you made the review for the last session today, or you won't start playing again tomorrow unless you review all the day for today. Okay, so if you did that, you are allowed to note you as A game, but only if you did all these other things. So you have to do review for previous day session, you have to do warm up, you have to close Skype, Facebook, phone. You don't have to necessarily close it, but you have to put it on silent and put it away from you. Okay, and you did not make mistakes this is a mistake based on anger, tilt, frustration, etc. Let's say you made a mistake by you went all in, bottom versus UTG, queen. Okay, this is not necessarily a mistake that will affect your A game, unless, I mean, if you don't know that it's not a good play. If you think that that's a good play, that doesn't mean you haven't played your game yet. That just means that your A game is weaker. Okay, did I make myself clear? Because I don't fully understand myself. Okay, so if you make a mistake, that it's a mistake because you didn't know how to play, that doesn't mean you didn't play your A game. That was your A game. Okay, so you call a bet on the river. You don't know. If you don't know that is a mistake, that doesn't mean that wasn't your A game, because it was your A game, but your A game was weaker than normal. Okay, so if you make mistakes that you know that are mistakes, but you also made them, if you have at least one of that mistake, you haven't played your A game, so you are not allowed to counter this as A game. So every time when you put your A game, if you put A game, you don't have to write all these things. You just make here put an X, let's say. Okay, so you check that, I mean, you checked all these things. Okay, now let's say you had 1 hour, let's say you have 1.5 hour session, but in the first hour you played A game, you put here 1 hour, but in the second hour you played for the second half an hour you played B game, because you didn't do warm up. I mean, no, that can't be true, but let's say in the last half an hour you did a mistake based on anger, tilt, frustration. That means you had the big game. Here I should make you did no, so yeah, I got myself crazy here. So you did not make mistakes, but okay, let's see. You did not make mistakes based on anger, tilt, frustration. Okay, this is not about mistakes, it's about if you are on anger, tilt, frustration, that's definitely not A game. Okay, so it's definitely not A game. Okay, so B game, let's say you're in the second or in the you played 1.5 hour, and in the later half an hour you open Facebook or you wrote something on Skype. Okay, so then that's B game. So you write here the reason. chatting and Skype with Christy. Okay, why big game? Yeah, why? Let's say that after that, so you put here 0.5. Okay, now this ratio will counterize if you played A or B game. A or B game will be counterized as the same, okay? Because B game is fine. If you play B game, it's decent, okay? Maybe it shouldn't be like this, but this is how the original file made by this guy Carsten Bruns was made. I just made some modification here, okay? So let's say after that you play later and you put on the, you open the tables. You don't do warm up, you don't do anything, you are hungry, you are tired, you just came from football and you are tired, you have to go to sleep, and you say, oh, I'll play just one more session. Okay, that's already the game. So you put here the reason. Okay, why the game? Continue to play after one bad beat cooler, or playing when hungry or thirsty, continue play when tired or bored. Okay, so you write here playing when tired. Okay, or you can put another one, playing not doing warm up and not doing session review. I mean, now if you do session review for the previous day, so let's say you woke up, you do session review for previous day, all the sessions in that day will be considered that you did session review. Okay, so this may be not the case. Okay, here. Okay, so what else is here? So not doing 2 or more A game starters. So if you don't do warm up and you don't do session review, doesn't matter how well you think you played at the tables, you were playing C game, because you could have played better by focusing, by making your focus to be greater, by warming up and by reviewing previous sessions. Okay, so you understand the idea. Same for D game, playing after 2, or here at big game, playing more than 1.5 hour session. I just took this arbitrarily. I assume that more the majority of people won't be able to focus more than 1.5 hours at full potential. Okay, so if you played more than that, you already are in B game. If you play more than 2 hours in one session, already I consider you are in C game. Okay, this is based on the majority of people. Some of you may be very good focusers, like, let's say, if this is a word, or you may be focusing very good. Okay, and you may be able to keep your A game more than 2 hours. But here's the thing, as I studied a lot of players, no one could do this. Okay, not even the players that play higher levels. Okay, it's hard, it's simply hard to stay focused full potential more than 2 hours. Okay, so yeah, more than 3 hours already, this is the game. But this doesn't mean if 1.5 hours you have to quit the session. Okay, but you can take a 5-minute break, but as long as you take that break, don't stay at the PC. So I will put here, if you take a break and also stay on PC, that does not count as break. Now you won't see all of you this is only the file on Alex, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so E-game, playing high limits. Okay, if you play out of bankroll, this you can't bring your A-game. I consider this E-game. Okay, if you play stressed about money or blah blah blah, playing on obvious tilt, when you are tilting, like I spoke with someone last week, and he said, oh, I was so tilted yesterday and I got myself with a regular and I lost a lot of money. So that was E-game. Multitasking, if you are multitasking big, I mean not just a small chat you answer to a friend on Skype, if you are keeping a conversation on Skype or on Facebook or while you play, that doesn't count. So be aware that I will watch on you. So I will watch on you on tables, and if you are on the tables, I don't want to see you on Skype. Okay, I'm not forcing you to do anything, but like I said, these are simple things to do. Okay, just close the fucking Skype. Okay, you don't have to sign out. You just click here and put the deconnect, like, and you just have the Skype here. You won't see any messages, and when you get back, you put again. Okay, so yeah, like I said, everything this is only recommendation, but if you don't do it, I won't put my time into you also. Okay, this is the deal. And or we don't won't put time into nobody who doesn't do this. Okay, so one more thing I want you I want to say to you. So some of you who are new don't know that we have a leaderboard where we give some prizes to the players that are playing the most number of hands combined with the best win rate. So this month prize is so this month prize is for the first prize is €50 and a private coaching with Bogdan, $50 for players that play in dollars. Second prize will be €40 and 10 bonus points. Third prize will be 10 bonus points. Okay, so those of you who are not familiar with this, what bonus points are, everything is written here. Let me send you this file. Okay, here and here. Okay, so speaking of which, productivity, you should save these two files. You should bookmark them. So you should bookmark them. Look, I have my own bookmarked in session reviews here, where I make my session reviews. Okay, I bookmarked them here. Look, I'm also doing it. Last month I've burned €200. Okay, this is what my session review looks like. I've made some changes to this, but yeah. So you should bookmark these two, so it will be easy to access. Okay. Yeah. So now back to what that means with leaderboard. Now I haven't had time to add you all here on this, but you have to make updates. Oh, and you have here total number of hands. You should write it here also, how many hands you played in the day. Okay. So yeah, and here I didn't have time to add all of you here, but here you will write how many hands you play in a day. You'll get points, bonus points if you, like I said, if you finish second or third, you'll get bonus points. You'll get bonus points based on the limit you are playing. So 5 bonus points for NL10, 10 bonus points for NL25. No, 5 bonus points for NL25, 10 bonus points for NL50. You'll get penalty points if you don't make updates. You make penalty points, and it's a formula that calculates points based on win rate and based on number of hands. Is lagging? How come? It's not lagging, it's the connection that is lagging. Okay, so this is with the leaderboard. I'll get back to you next week. I'm gonna put you all in these tables and work on that, but please understand me, it's a lot of work with this. I hoped to finish today, but I didn't manage. Okay, so Yeah, this is it for today. uh, Go on work, go working, go do what I've shared with you. And okay, now I'm very confident after this coaching. I mean, now even things are more clear to me also. Now, please tell me, how do you think about this coaching? Are you feeling motivated now to do some work, to play some poker, to do some session reviews? Um, I mean, yeah. Okay, A plus. Yeah, nice, thanks. So, guys, we have to work. Otherwise, we just wasting our time. Okay. Um, I don't get that of the. I don't know who Ayrton Senna is. I'm not into Formula One, so sorry. But yeah, this is what we should do, and yeah, we should take action. We should make reviews. We should invest time in this. Okay. Uh, Play less if you need, but invest more time in doing this sort of work. Okay. And you'll see mental game journal also will help you a lot. Okay, don't forget, after you finish your April month, I made the copy for you April, but after the end, I mean after you finish March, you make a copy for April, so you will have for the May. Okay, so yeah, it will get you more clearer about where you are with your game. It will give you a certainty that, oh, I know my game, I know I played good. Okay, I made my review, I know it's a game changing, I'm telling you, it's game changing. Yes, you can consider this coaching a warm-up. Okay, but you should set up some session goals. What I recommend is not session goals, because you won't have so many goals in a day. So you play 4 sessions, you have different goals. Just just take one day and focus on one or two things, one to two goals a day, or maybe a week. Every day in a week, focus on something. But I think in a day works fine. Okay, not too little, not too much. Okay, so yeah. Uh, what I ask for you is to work with me. Okay, help me to help you. uh, I've shared with you from my story. I've told you I'm not in my best shape now, not far. Like, I have big troubles now with bankroll. With now I have to go to Thailand in a few weeks, in 2 weeks or so, and yeah, this is putting some pressure on me, but I'm working with it. I'm studying the other people, I'm studying my games, and this is what we need to do to go where we want to go. So, guys, thank you for your participation. Let's see who is here again. So, user, who is this user again? Fast, 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 before I close this session, so I can know who you are, that you came here. Who is this user? Someone with the name user. Who is it? Video, Mihai, Ionuț, Florin, Emma, Cătălin, Milan. So, funny enough, this coaching I made it in English. Milan, I hope you were listening, because all the other guys were from Romania and I spoke in English just for you, Milan. So, thank you, Ionuț, for your kind words. No, don't hate yourself. Okay, it's okay. It's good that you took part and you learned something from this. Okay. Okay, guys. So again, what I want to close up this with, remember that the words of that guy, um, that Romanian engineer, that said, if someone asks me, um, how they can reach success quickly, my answer is slow. Okay, so keep that in mind. Use this for your reference in your future sessions when thinking about your game. Okay, so good luck at the tables. uh, Good luck at the tables, and keep in touch, guys. Okay, bye bye.